What's going on, guys? It is WelshDragonDSG here. Welcome back to another FIFA 18 career mode video. Guys, today I got something a little different for you. I'm going to be sharing with you what I think is the best team that you can actually sign on career mode. These are the best 11 players that I think you should sign and you'll end up dominating career mode. These vary in price, they vary in age. It's just some players which I think are absolutely insane. And if you put them all in one team, they'll be absolutely monstrous to play against. But guys, before I tell you who they are, make sure you do, of course, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for plenty more FIFA 18 videos. But anyway, let's get on into this video. But I want to let you all know we are going with a 4-5-1 formation, which consists of 2 centre mids, an attacking midfielder, and then the striker. So we do have a nice little triangle going on in the middle. Okay, so let's do our first player. It is Miles Savar, which I did a play review recently, so if you want to go check that out, links in the description. But he is a young goalkeeper, 17 years old, 63 rate to start off with an 83 potential. And to be honest, I think with a goalkeeper, you kind of want one from a very young age, because you're going to have him for a good 20 years or so, or you will, happy enough, sign him in your first season and you will complete FIFA with this goalkeeper. He's a very good shot stopper, which I've mentioned before. Very good on his goal kicks. He's good on corners, not brilliant, but he is okay on corners. But he is a very good goalkeeper nevertheless. I've actually had him in FIFA 17 and 18 now, and he still stands out from the crowd, especially at 6'2". So with our team, we are going to be going from left to right. We do have our left back, which is Ryan Sessegnon from Fulham. You would have noticed that he's actually featured within my Blackburn Rovers career mode, and without a doubt, he's probably one of the best left backs you're going to sign in career mode. Probably up there with Martin Olsen and players like that, which I've absolutely loved in the past few years, but Ryan Sessegnon is up there. But anyway, let's have a quick look at his statistics. He is a weak 3-star, weak foot, 3-star skills, valued at 1.1 million and only a 6 grand wage. Acceleration is at 80, sprint speed at 84, 77 agility, 83 balance, and his stamina is 73 with a 73 composure as well. One of the big things I always mention with low rated players is make sure that agility is up in the high 70s and you get yourself an absolute cracking player. Even if their potential isn't high, if they have high agility, they're going to do well for you. Okay, now moving on to another player. A player with no face. It is a Belgian. It is Van Hersten, who actually plays for Inter Milan in the Italian league, of course, and he is a centre-back. Starting off a 65 rated, potential of 82, so not as high compared to Savar and Sessegnon, but a very good player nevertheless. He started straight in my Blackburn Rovers team, which you would have noticed, and he is a very tall centre-back as well, at 6'2", and of course, he is only 17 years old, so he's going to grow very quickly in a short amount of time. Let's have a quick look at his standout stats. 72 standing and sliding tackling, and his marking is at 69, so that's very good amount of room to grow. But one of the big things I think that stands out with this is pace is around 65 rated. Some of you might think that's not too fast, but in all fairness, when he starts growing, that's going to be into the mid-70s, I would say, when he gets a little older and get more experience. But a centre-back with at least 60 plus pace, 65 to 70 pace, is going to be an absolute cracking signing for you. And he's done that in career mode for me now. He literally will get anyone and he will catch up with any striker. His positioning is immaculate, very, very good player. Even though his positioning, say, is 34, he's still very good on it. Okay, so with my next centre-back, guys, you are going to be forking out a little bit more money than normal, but he is going to be starting off at 76 rated for you. It is De Ligt. He is a Dutch centre-back playing for Ajax, no surprise there, and he does have a potential of 89, starting off at 76 rated, so one of the highest rated players you will actually have in your team. 6'2", not too bad, and as well, for a centre-back, this guy has got some insane stats. Heading accuracy, 78, 71 short passing aggression at 74, defending stats, marking, 75, standing tackling at 77, and slide tackling 74. Ball control 72, 72 reactions, and these are the standout ones. Again, shot power 83, jumping 80, stamina 74, and his strength is at 83. So this guy is going to be a very, very strong player. I want to have a quick look at his finishing. He has 44 finishing, but that shot power at 83 means literally he's just going to belt. It's going to go in either way. It really, really doesn't actually matter. But what a player he'll be in your team, around 11 million or so. But definitely a player I think you should have, and he makes up the other centre-back position in our team. Okay, now going in for another 19-year-old, born in 1998, and he is valued at 6.5 million, is Calvin Aman Abdu. 73 rated, potential of 86, and he's not too bad in price like I just mentioned, but without a doubt a very good player to actually have in your team. Originally playing for Toulouse FC in the French League, but his main stats is his movement. His defending is very good in the high 70s, but his standout stats is the movement. 73 acceleration and sprint speed, 71 agility, reaction 72, balance 74, and he has very good stamina and strength and jumping, of course, especially at 5'11". It's not too bad to have good jumping. But anyway, this guy, when I've used him on FIFA, he is a bomber. He literally goes up and down, up and down, up and down the wing. He has a medium defensive and attacking work rate, and he is a very good player to actually have. You do end up spending a little bit more than a lot of players, around the 5 million mark or so, 6 million, but he will do very good for you. Okay, now I'm moving on to another player. We're going into our midfield now as my first centre mid, and I think a lot of you are going to think I'm very, very biased with the player I'm actually choosing, but I think he has no potential, but he is so good as a defensive midfielder. The guy's brilliant, honestly. Guys, it's Richard Smallwood, playing for Blackburn Rovers. 66 rated with a potential of 69, valued at 600 grand, only a £4 wage. But big thing is 75 aggression, and his stamina is very, very good at 76. Honestly, guys, I think what you need to realise with a lot of players, especially in FIFA, their rating doesn't really matter sometimes. Richie Smallwood is one of the best central midfielders I've used on FIFA this year. Honestly, the guy is everywhere. The ball goes, he's there. The ball's somewhere else, he's there. The ball's up front, he's not there. He stays in position. That's a good thing with Richie Smallwood. He stays in position very, very well. And he works well if you have an attacking midfielder next to him, or even just a central midfielder. It works really well with him. He's a very solid player. Only a couple under grand, definitely worth buying and having in your team straight away. Okay, now we're moving on to our second central midfielder. It is Diawara from Napoli. He is 19 years old, playing in the Serie A league like I just mentioned, with a potential of 87, starting off at 77 rated. Will cost you around £12 million though, so you are paying a good amount of money for this player. When I've used him in game, he partners quite well with Richie Smallwood, considering when I've done a kick-off game with him, and it works out quite well. Unfortunately with him, he does slightly go out of position every so often when he's trying to mark. He's not very good at marking, but he's very good as a playmaker. So with Richie Smallwood, you have a very defensive player, and then you have another defensive player, but he is a bit more of a playmaker compared to Richie Smallwood, so he's happy enough just to ping a ball wherever he wants, especially with that 76 long passing. He's going to be finding anyone around the field. Right, now moving on to the left midfield player. This player, you wouldn't have seen me actually use him publicly. I've only ever used him in a live stream every so often, but I've actually used him in old career modes. A career mode I actually got going on right now with Dortmund, which you won't actually see, is actually I got in featuring. It is Christian Pulisic, an American from Borussia Dortmund, like I just mentioned, and this guy is, honestly, I think he's possibly one of the best left midfielders I've used in FIFA. I think one of the good things I love with him is the fact he's right-footed, so that means I can cut on him when he's down that left-hand side. He has an absolute cracking right foot. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills as well, so he's going to be doing Vanilla chops for days. But anyways, have a look at those key standout stats. 93 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, 91 agility, 92 balance, jumping at 86, not too bad considering he's 5'8". 86 dribbling, which is huge, as you can see, with the skill moves, and his position and vision are very good at 73. Now moving on to the right hand side of our team, which you would have seen actually feature in my Blackburn Rovers career mode. Only recently got him on loan. It is Marcus Edwards from Tottenham Hotspur, and the guy has 87 potential, starting off at 65. Honestly, I never really liked him last year. He was on FIFA last year, and I really wasn't a fan. And then all of a sudden, I kind of started to enjoy using him this year. He has a very low wage value. It's kind of one of the reasons I actually brought him in at 11k, so it's not too bad. Higher than a lot of low-rated players, but he's still very good. That's one of the reasons I brought him in. But with our 87 potential, he's going to grow into an absolute star. And this year, FIFA seems to work with him a bit more than anything else, which I absolutely love. I want to show you some key standout stats for him. 91 balance, 83 agility, and his acceleration and pace is not fastest, but it is at 75. So not too bad. That will possibly grow up to high 80s, something like that, mid 80s, when he does get a little older and his potential starts going up. At 65 rated, that's not too bad considering. Okay, now moving on to my actual favourite player in FIFA 18. I honestly think this is a bold statement to make, but he is the best. I think he's the best for potential, for value. everything. It is Vincent Frill, who is from Luxembourg, plays for FC Metz in the French league, and he is a left-footed, and he's 64 rated, and he has 84 potential. 900k is going to cost you a free grand way, so very low on that. But what I've noticed with this guy, he is so good on the ball, so good. He can ping it, he can just sideward pass if he wanted. He has an absolute cracking left foot. That left foot is insane. It does say he only has 44 finishing, but I've scored so many long shots with him, and they've gone on target or they've gone in. Absolutely brilliant. Let me just show you standout stats for him, right? These are his big ones. Acceleration, 75. Sprint speed, 76. Agility, 80. And his balance is currently 79. Was originally 86, but that's got dropped down recently. And his free kick accuracy is 71. So when you start developing a little bit more, he will become a better free kick taker. So not too bad to start off with at 71. But if I'm honest, he is my favourite. He is the best player on FIFA 18. Without a shadow of a doubt. That cam position, I play him in the centre mid role, but he does play that cam role naturally. The guy's brilliant. He's born in 2000, so does end up turning, he's 17 years old. But honestly, guys, he's incredible. Buy him. What a bargain. Okay, now moving on to the final position in the team. The one that's going to be getting you goals. And to be honest, I think I have found an absolute gem. He is an absolute gem. He's not valued as a gem at a couple hundred grand. He is going to cost you around £14 million. But it is Kasper Goldberg. He is playing for Ajax in the Dutch league. He is Danish. And he is the striker. Prolific at 19 years old. 6'2", 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. The guy, literally, I'm on my left, I'm on my right. I'm just going to score whichever way I want to put it. This is what type of player you've actually got. And as well, he's a very pacey customer. I think, personally, for someone who's 6'2" and 78 pace is very, very good. But let's have a quick look at his stats. I want to share you his key standout stats. 78 sprint speed, agility is 75, 76 reactions, 87 shot power, 72 jumping, 77 strength, 78 long shots. This guy doesn't get knocked off the ball, and he's just going to whack it in the back of the net, right? And he's got very good dribbling at high 70s, but this is his traits. Flair, power header, outside the foot shot, take finesse free kicks, target forward. So this guy, cross him in, you've got Pulisic, you've got Edwards charging down the wing. They're going to whip it in onto his head. You've even got Frill, who's going to be able to dink the ball over to him. But if you want to put a through ball to him, he's going to pace through. He's such a good all-round player. He's got a bit of pace, he can jump, he's tall. Very good striker, the all-round striker. Honestly, I've used him a couple of times in FIFA now, and oh, he's just so good. Just so good. Honestly, if you haven't bought him, buy him. But guys, that is my best team on FIFA 18 Cremo, which I think you can buy for your money. Get your money's worth, value. You'll be winning games week in, week out, constantly with this team. Let's have a quick recap who actually features. Okay, we do have Savar in goals. Then we got from the right-hand side to the left, we got Abdu. And then we got first two centre-backs. We got De Ligt, and then we got Van Hurston. Then we got Sessegnon on that left-hand side. And then my two centre-mids are Richie Smallwood and Diawara from Napoli. And then on the right-hand side, we have Edwards. And then companioning him on the left is Pulisic. And then in the attacking midfielder row is Frill from Luxembourg. And then up front, making the final appearance, is Dolberg from Ajax. Getting you goals week in, week. Guys, honestly, build this team 4-5-1 with the little diamond in the middle, two centre mids and a cam, and you'll be winning every single game in career mode. What a lineup this is. Guys, if you want to see this team in action, let me know in the comment section below, and we'll do a special series for it. Let me know in our comment section below. We'll put the team together, and we'll see how well we can actually do with it, with this challenge, the dream team this actually is, in my opinion. Actually, let me know in our comment section below a star player, your favourite player in FIFA 18 Cremo, because as you know, Frill is mine, who's on Luxembourg playing for FC Metz, and the guy is incredible. Let me know yours in the comment section below. But guys, my name is WelshDragonDSG, and guess what? I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.